As I stated in my last video I did on this topic with Gwen Stacy, I said I was going to follow up, and this is the follow up video. The thing is, people, I have been racking my brain for days since I first heard this because I needed that time to try to figure out what in the name of God Marvel think they're doing. And I'm sorry, I just can't. I cannot figure out what really in Sam Sweet Hell Marvel thinks they're actually doing with this. Because when you find out what they're going to be doing with Gwen Stacy, maybe you should message me in the comment and tell me what you think this is actually supposed to be, because I don't wonder if Marvel has just completely lost their shit at this point, honestly. Dive into this article here from Bounding Into Comics. Marvel Comics hits new low, confirms Gwen Stacy to be revived as Earth 616 Gwenpool, a new mini from Star Wars The High Republic series writer Kevin Scott. And this is it here, people. So apparently they're going to be bringing back Gwen Stacy and turning her into this the 616 version of Gwenpool, because for those who may be unaware, Gwenpool is some kind of variant of Gwen Stacy that you know, because apparently there's so many variants of Gwen Stacy out there, because apparently for some reason somebody thought that made sense. And Gwenpool is like Deadpool but Gwen, and you know, basically just an idiotic character. But now they've decided to revive the real Gwen Stacy and turn her into the, I guess, 616 version of Gwenpool. I tell you, I really don't know. I really don't know. Just when it seemed like Marvel Comics' abusive treatment of Spider-Man couldn't get any worse, oh, it can always get worse, people. It can always get worse. The publisher has confirmed that not only will they actually be digging up the corpse of Gwen Stacy for cheap shock value, but that they will be doing so specifically in service of turning her into the canon Earth 616 version of Gwenpool. So they're going to dig up Gwen Stacy's corpse, revive her, and turn her into a Deadpool variant called Gwenpool. Yeah, and so yeah, Gwen Stacy shows off her Weapon X style upgrades on. I'm like, why? Ay, 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 boy. For those unfamiliar with the overall concept of the Marvel meme character, the idea of Gwenpool first came into existence in 2015 courtesy of X-Men line artist Chris Bacalo. In light of the then recent explosion of popularity surrounding the original Spider-Gwen, who was introduced the year prior in Edge of Spider-Verse Volume 1, Number 2. Now, let me just start the family and say, oh, you know, the recent explosion of popularity. There was not an explosion of popularity. Spider-Gwen was a variant cover. That's all. It was a variant cover, and people found it really interesting and they liked it. But nobody wanted a whole series. Nobody wanted this character to exist. There may have been someone like, I would love to see more of her. But when we got what it was about, it didn't. Whatever excitement quickly faded, because Marvel keeps thinking that if people may actually like something or find something interesting, that means that, they want an entire story based on it. It doesn't work like that. You have to start listening to the 10 weirdos on Twitter who tell you that. So there was no explosion of popularity. There was people like the variant cover. That was it. The publisher commissioned a series of, of Gwen variant covers for their summer releases, each of which would depict a similarly styled match of the wall crawler's first love as a given book's main character. This is what I'm talking about. People liked Spider-Man because it was a variant cover. So what did Marvel decide to do? Make a whole bunch of variant Gwen covers about all kind of thing, and Gwenpool was one of them. The problem was that they didn't stick to just doing variant covers. They decided to give these variant covers life. And that's where all the crap started to roll downhill. As part of this series, Bacalo was assigned to produce such a cover for Deadpool's Secret Wars Volume 1, Number 2, for which he ultimately conceived a teenage female version of the Merc with a mouth. His signature red and black color scheme traded for a more Gwen-esque pink and white style. Yeah, like, yeah, Gwenpool Secret Wars. Yeah, this was it. It was a variant cover that they decided to run with. Despite her origin as essentially a visual one-off, Marvel soon found themselves lucky enough to have been twice struck by blonde-haired lightning, with Gwenpool quickly developed a massive following based on nothing more than her design. This is where the problem started. Like I said, you had people who liked the design, and then Marvel decided to just run with the same thing. What happened with Harley Quinn? People were dressing up as Harley Quinn for Comic Con, and that somehow made DC think that Harley Quinn was this big superstar breakout character, but it never really wasn't that at all. Seeking to seize on her popularity, Marvel Comics soon moved to introduce her as a proper character. Yep. Eventually doing so in Howard the Duck Volume 6, Number 1. However, due to various editorial mandates restricting the use of both Gwen Stacy and Deadpool, series writer Christopher Hastings of Dr. McNinja fame had to fudge the details when it came to her actual identity. Yeah, more ridiculous stuff here with Gwenpool and all of that. As a result, rather than being related to either character, she is instead established as the completely independent Gwendolyn Gwenpool, a young woman from our actual real-world universe who randomly found herself warped to the Marvel universe and now attempts to use her meta-knowledge of comic book media to eke out a life on Earth 616. It was stupid. It was stupid. Sadly, absolutely no sense of similar fan service or fun seems to have gone into creating the upcoming mainline version of Gwenpool. Rather, it seems her creator is being motivated by nothing more than a spite towards the many Spider fans who have vocally criticized the publisher's nearly 20-year-long disrespecting of his character. That's what Marvel has been doing for almost 20 years. They've been spitting on Spider-Man and telling people, you know what, like that. What is the cover here? Gwenpool, right? So, we go on. Roughly a week after they released a teaser image depicting an unknown figure standing above Gwen's freshly dug up grave, Marvel has now revealed that the young woman will be making her return to the land of the living as a Weapon X-style assassin, repeat, with her own set of retractable wrist claws. Oh, great. This is what that is. Gwen Stacy returns as the darker, deadlier, and even more unhinged Gwenpool. And who better to help Spidey navigate this soul-crushing revelation than the medium-shattering, attention-seeking Marvel Comics superfan that is the original Gwenpool. Wrote Marvel in an official press release. It's a wild team-up as the pair race to solve this unhinged mystery before it's too late, because Gwendolyn Poole knows better than anyone that there's definitely not enough page time for two Gwenpool. So basically, Gwen Stacy is going to come back as an unhinged claw retracting nut job, and Spider-Man is going to have to team up with Gwendolyn Poole to track her down and stop her or some crap like that. Everyone's favorite reality twister's life is changing. They added a grittier doppelganger is bringing her own brand of hyper-violent justice to a battle-strewn New York City. Who is this dark Gwenpool, and what does she want with the amazing Spider-Man? Kate Bishop and Jeff the Land Shark guest star in a comic series that will shock you to your core. Yeah, believe me, I'm already shocked to my core. Already shocked to my core. Notably, whether by choice or because no self-respecting comic creator would disdain to touch such an eye-rolling concept. The upcoming Gwenpool miniseries will not be penned by any of the publisher's current superhero writers, but instead by Kevin Scott, the author behind their Star Wars line called the High Republic series. I've heard about him, but I've even heard that he writes this Star Wars, but I don't think anybody really reads it, so I can't say too much about the guy, honestly. Meanwhile, in his Marvel Comics debut, providing art on the series will be recent Batman Volume 3 artist Stefano Nessi. They're going to talk about what an absolute honor to tear both Gwenpool and Spider-Man's world apart. Yeah, what an absolute honor to tear both Gwenpool and Spider-Man's worlds apart. Yes, please, Gwen Stacy is back from the grave and deadlier than ever. Weapon X style abilities. Check. A line in Killer Put Dongs. You've got it. This is not the Gwen you remember, but just who's behind her miraculous resurrection. And what has happened to the original Gwenpool's usually careful existence. Add Kate Bishop and Jeff the Land Shark to the mix, and you have the Marvel series of my dreams. That's what Kevin Scott had to say about this. So, I tell you, I couldn't ask for a better partner than Stefano Nezzi on art. He added, mega violence has never been so much fun. Each frenzied attack brought to dark, brooding life by Matt Miller's blistering colors, monsters, mayhem, and murder await as Spider-Man and Kate learn that nothing or no one is sacred. Right. Yeah, see Gwenpool here cutting people's heads off, because that happens. All in all, readers can witness Marvel comic creative integrity disintegrate even further when the first of the 5-issue Gwenpool Volume 1 miniseries hit shelves on May 14. I'm telling you, people, I said it before, I say again, I don't know what to say about this because I have been trying to rack my brain to understand what in the name of God Marvel is thinking by doing this, and I just can't come up with an answer. Why would you go out of your way to resurrect Gwen Stacy, to turn her into Gwenpool and have her become a violent psychopath out there killing people, all in an effort to just piss on Spider-Man some more? Why? What reason do you have to resurrect Gwen Stacy in the first place just to do this? But this is when Marvel has completely run out of any and all ideas, and this is all that they have left. Like I said before, I say again, if somebody in the comments could tell me what exactly they think this is going to do, anything is happening here, I would really appreciate it, because I cannot see the logic in it. Honestly, I really can't see the logic in this. It makes no sense to me, and I don't think it's ever going to make any sense to me. It's just really ridiculous. Yes, I'm gonna check it out, God's willing, and yes, I'm gonna do a review on it, God's willing. But I just don't get it. I don't understand what this has to do with anything. Why? Why? Why are you so determined to make this crap? And why do you think people are going to care? But this is what we're getting. So Gwen Stacy is apparently going to be dug up, resurrected, and come back as a psychopathic killer, while Spider-Man, Kate Bishop, Jeff the Land Shark, and Gwenpool hunt her down while she rampages across New York and God alone knows where else, cutting people's heads off. Yeah, that's really going to be something to really look forward to. Ay, people. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comments. I have a different opinion. I'd love to hear it. If you like, if you're going to hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Ring the notification bell to be notified every time I upload a new video. And I shall see you all next time. Take care. Oh, yeah.